What's your current age right now?
So currently I'm 15 years old. Started this when I was 13 years old. It was more than $200. He invested more than $200 and his ROI was just outrageous. It was as you can already see, he earned $60,000.
Hello guys, what is up? This is Siddharth, and in this video we are going to be speaking with Agrim Chaurasia, the founder of Codeferno. He's just 16 but he has all of it, what it takes to be a founder. So let's dive straight into it.
What's your current age right now?
So currently I'm 15 years old and actually I'll be 16 in a month.
Okay.
And I started this when I was 13 years old. So I started my first business when I was 13, and
Okay.
before that I was just freelancing here and there, trying to earn some money to open my own business. So that was my first step.
Okay. So what was your first gig like before Codeferno?
So my first gig was for freelancing, and I actually know a few programming languages, mainly Python and front-end development.
Yes.
So that was my first gig, and I basically used the money obtained from that gig to set up my business. So you when you run a business, you're always low on clients. Like most people are low on clients. So our main goal is to help businesses get more clients. So we have a team of more than 30 people, and we are basically mass outreaching, mass cold emailing, and mass cold calling to just book up more appointments for our clients. So at the moment we have 5 companies working with us, and we are just booking appointments for their service and the product. Okay, I founded Codeferno in September, like September mid.
And you have about how much clients?
We have closed more than 30 clients, and that is including our active clients.
You said 40.
More than 40 actually.
Yeah. More than 40.
Yeah,
Right?
close month. Yeah.
And what was your first client and what you did for them and what was the revenue you've generated from them?
So my first client was a person named Daniel. He basically did stuff like he was in the luxury auto business.
Okay.
And he wanted contacts of luxury auto dealers. So I in France and Europe to be specific. So I provided him with that, and he closed 2 clients in the end, and one of that client was a very big ticket one, and he generated roughly $60,000 now in revenue in 6 months. So his and he initially invested around 250. So his ROI was in the thousands.
Okay. How did you find Daniel? Like at the first place, what was the thing behind that?
I found Daniel. Actually, he posted somewhere that he was looking for people to get more clients for him, and I basically reached out to him and helped him out.
Yeah. Okay. One more question in between. I want to. How does Codeferno differentiate from marketing agency? Like what they do and what you do that is
So
different.
marketing agents are usually hired full time, and we work on contract basis. So that's the main difference. And we have a large team which fully works on contract basis. So it's like it's very cost friendly for companies,
Okay.
and more results, of course.
Yeah. Right. So you are saying that you work on contract basis, but the marketing agencies are like hired for some amount of time.
Okay, are you talking about marketing agencies? I heard marketing agents.
No, agencies. Yeah.
Agencies. So marketing agencies, what they do, like most of the marketing agencies out there are running ads. So that's completely different. We are doing manual outreach and all. So our niche is different from them.
Yeah. So one more question that came to my mind right now. While reaching out to the client, like when you are like cold mailing or let's say directly calling. Calling is included, right?
Yeah, calling is included.
Yeah. So how do you politely present your product to them without actually like there's
Sounding it like a pain,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, let's say even if someone calls me and says this is something I want, I would be not interested. How do you make them interested in your product? What's the tips that you follow or give advice to your employees?
So basically, when our company is looking for more appointments or leads, they basically reach out to us, and then we actually charge for each lead that is obtained via our service. So let's say a company gets the X amounts of leads, so we will charge for each lead. Currently, we are charging roughly around $50 to $120 for each appointment set, and we are also charging a retainer that is used for so the retainer is not monthly. We use the retainer for we use the retainer after every 6 to 7 appointments. We just renew the we just ask our client to renew the retainer, so there is no risk from their side, and the retainer also keeps going on according to the performance of the business.
Okay. One more thing. What's the space like? In which space? Like, what's the domain in which you work? Like, what is the main domain? Like, what are your clients actually?
So we don't target a specific domain, we want to keep it a bit broad, but most of our clients are in the IT sector, and we don't really go into the physical and manufacturing sector. We mainly focus on the service and SaaS and all sectors.
Yeah, right.
Credibility, I haven't faced much problems, probably because I look a bit older as for my age. Yeah, and
I would not say that, but that's okay. Yeah, go ahead. Go
okay.
ahead. Yeah.
And as for the payments have been a lot of troublesome for me, because I take payments in crypto, and from Indian clients I take payments in UPI. So for the crypto part, it is a bit sketchy. Crypto is always sketchy, but
Yeah.
somehow
Just a bit. What's the reason behind that? Like, why crypto?
so for the crypto thing, because my parents don't know about my business, so I can't ask for their bank account and all. So I had to create my own account somehow, so I chose crypto, and crypto is pretty easy to work with if you can manage it, of course, because there are a lot of risks that come with crypto, like account getting stolen and all.
Yeah.
Proposing first.
Yeah.
So as you know, I'm the founder. The co-founder is Vinay Kumar Reddy Chintala. He is currently a student in IIT Goa, and he has been working.
He's in what?
200
Like,
people.
he's elder than you. Like, he's in what? First year, second year?
He's in third year, and he's in the CS branch.
Okay. Nice.
And he has been with me since the starting. Like this is my third business actually, so he has been with me since the starting of this business. And after that, I have a group of team leaders, and the main team leaders are Avis Fernandez. He's from Dubai, and the second one is Amrut Ankade. He's from West Bengal actually. I also have another team leader. His name is Sagir Ahmed, and Mazali. They both are from Pakistan.
Just one question here. How do you get if someone like anyone is going in this type of business? How do you get some connections like this? Like the people outside, how do you connect with them? As in this
Basically,
business, how do you present yourself?
as per my experience, like I have been working in the sector for a long time, so I have built connections over a long period of time. Like I have worked with people. So basically, I just the people I worked with, I just asked them if they wanted to join in my venture initially, and most of them accepted my offer. And after we scaled a bit, then we started hiring via post and all. after creating a good social media presence, then it is very easy to hire. Okay, so for the first month, we usually just talk to the client and get to know more about their niche. So we don't onboard the client until and unless we have talked with him or her for or like a month or so. And after a month, we basically ask them for the upfront payment for the trial appointment. So the first appointment is the trial appointment. We charge a bit less for that. And after the trial appointment is over, we basically ask the person if they want to work with us for full time or not. And if they agree, then we set up then we set up their pipe flow and leads pipeline in a week or two, and then we just start going full on with the leads and all.
Okay, so what's the lead pipeline here? What can you?
The lead pipeline is basically, so inside our business we have 3 different teams. We are on the way to create more, so we assign each team with a client. So that team will only outreach for that particular client. You get me?
Yeah, I'm getting.
Yeah. So that as for the pipeline, we just give all those team members the training that they need to start outreaching for that client. So that's basically the pipeline. And as soon as our team members start bringing in the leads, we just, so our main goal is to connect the leads with our clients. So it doesn't matter if it's an appointment or if it's just texting via WhatsApp. Our main goal is to get an interested prospect to just talk to our client.
Okay, so after that, what's the next process in there?
After getting the leads,
Yeah, like you forward them to your clients, right? Like
yeah,
you would forward
forward
that
the leads
me.
to my client, and then my client directly books the appointment with the lead.
Okay, so that's how the
And we
business comes in, like for them.
Yeah, and we don't do the closing part. The closing part is done by my clients.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Is there any competition in this space? Like, what's the competition?
Personally, I haven't felt any competition because I have a lot of clients on hold, like around 2 to 3 right now. So I don't really think there is much competition in this niche. I think there is a lot to capture in this niche right now. Obviously, there are a lot of salesmen out there who are working, full-time jobs and part-time jobs. But for some reason, I think so companies are still not able to get enough leads for their businesses, so they are always on the lookout for more leads.
Okay. Let's say I want to get in this space. How would you guide me in getting into this? Like, what would you say the first thing you should be getting right in this business or in this niche? What do you think?
First of all, I would suggest you to not watch those courses and all. I would just suggest you to start outreaching to people, and you have to build a thought process to outreach to a particular client or a prospect, because every prospect likes to be outreached in different ways. So at our business, we use 2 strategies to get replies from prospects. One of them is an organic method, and the other one is an inorganic method. So in the organic method, we basically just directly say to the inorganic method, we directly say to the prospect that we know a person who is offering this service, and if you want, I can connect you with him. So that's the inorganic method, and the organic method is a bit slower, but it works better. So the organic method is basically we start the conversation with the potential prospect, and we chat with them for a long time, and we just make them from a cold lead to a hot lead. So the hot lead is basically a qualified lead.
Right.
So by time we chat with them, we suggest them things, and in the end we offer them a service or the product that our client is selling. So that's basically making a cold lead into a hot lead.
So if I say I want to go to my first client, as you said, ki you will have to chat with chat with them and have. But will they be considering me in this space? What do you think? Like, if I don't show them ki this is what I have done before. Like, you have you have your own, what we can say, you have done work. You can show them that this is my reputation in the market.
Right?
Yeah, testimonials. You have done this work. You have given them their clients. This is the number of clients I've done. But at first, at the very beginning of the business, how can I do that? Like, how do I convince them to be giving them their time to me and like trusting on me? How do I convince them to do that?
Yeah, the getting the first client is obviously the hardest part. I got
Yeah.
my first client after 3 months, and I realized that the main goal you should be focusing on is to get more testimonials, and specifically video testimonials. So what I did to get video testimonials is basically I offered my service for free. So it was initially it was the website development service, and after I got testimonials in that, I changed my niche a few more times, and I basically used the old testimonials in my new niche. So that also works a bit, not always, but it could work for some prospects. And so the main goal is to only get the video testimonials, and after that you at least have something to show, right? And currently the thing that's working for me best after scaling that much are the case studies on the website. So I get a lot of requests of clients from directly the website, and I think the case study is helping a lot, because we have basically posted the highest revenue of a client in that case study, and it was that guy earned around $60,000 the span of in the span of 7 months. Yeah, that guy earned around $60,000 in the span of 7 months. So that was the biggest return on an investment that a client ever had. So he invested around, I think it was more than $200. He invested more than $200, and his ROI was just outrageous. It was as you can already see, he earned $60,000.
Yeah.
Businesses get more prospects and leads for their business, and we do that by outreaching to people on social media, by cold calling potential prospects, and by cold emailing potential prospects emails. So that's what we basically do. We basically try to set appointments with potential prospects for our clients.
Okay. Yeah. Now that's clear. Yeah. So, what do you think like the future of Codeferno in 2 years from now? And I have one more question related to that. Yeah. So first, tell me about this. Like 2 to 5 years, roughly. What do you think?
So currently my team is working on a SaaS software. So it is around 20% done already. It is basically a mass scraping software, and we are expecting it to come out soon. We don't have a date yet, but we are trying our best to hasten the process. As for the goal of Codeferno, we are planning to scale it as much as we can, and we are actively hiring more people, actively taking in more clients. So we are currently in the scaling phase, of course.
Okay. You've just said that you are building some SaaS tools, right? Uh, how does that differ from like this business?
So the SaaS tool is basically to generate the contacts of potential prospects. It will basically generate the contacts of let's say you are a website development business. and you want contacts of businesses that don't have a website, right? So you can pitch them a website. So that software can, so what you will do is that you will just put in the region you want, and that software will give out a list which will have the information of businesses which don't have a website yet.
What's that one unconventional marketing tactic that you've used and that surprisingly worked for you? Like you didn't expect it to work, but it worked for you.
Okay, so one great unconventional strategy that worked for me was basically I posted the results of a few of my clients on Reddit, and I got a lot of requests from other people who are, basically looking for more leads. So I think that was pretty surprising for me, because I didn't really expect much out of it. I was actually asking for some advice via that post,
Okay.
but somehow people just starting DMing me, saying that they want to work with me and all. So that was pretty surprising for me. I got around I got DMs from 5 companies who wanted to work with me, so that was pretty good from my end.
What kind of tools you guys use? Like, would you like to say something about that? Like the
So for sales, I really despise AI. I don't like AI at all for sales, because it lacks the sole purpose of sales, which is, connecting with the prospect, with the client of yours. So AI cannot do that. I despise AI in sales. But as for the sales processes, AI can help a lot, of course. That is pretty obvious. So we don't like use AI a lot for our business, but we use automation a lot. So we use Notion as our main CRM for managing the business.
okay. What do you think? Like you said, ki AI is not good for like directly connecting with client, right?
Like uh, it is good for connecting with the person, but as for the pitching, I don't think so AI can do anything good in that. Like it is good for the process in between, but as for the main part of sales, which is pitching, of course, and building the connection, I don't think AI can help in any way for that.
Right. Um. Is there any chance like the speed of like AI with so much speed it's growing, it's improving day by day. It's like it's gonna be at that point sometime. What do you think? Like in next let's say 2 years, will it be at that point that you can use directly to do it?
Okay, like AI can obviously reach that point, but in my process, I'm thinking that let's say you are a client and you find out that an AI reached out to you. So would you be more inclined towards buying that, or would you be less inclined? Like, of course, that's common.
Yes. Yeah, but what I am saying is they would be able to mimic how we like you interact with the client. That's what I am saying. They will be. What do you think that they will be able to achieve? I think that they will be able to achieve that in the near future. So at that time, would you use them?
Okay. I mean, yes, they will be able to achieve it, but I still think that the sole purpose of sales, which is connecting with the person personally, will remain constant. Like if we go back a few years, people thought the same for computers and all. If we go back a few decades, people thought that computers would take all the jobs and all, but the but computers actually created more jobs, so it was a net positive after all. So I don't think so the AI is gonna affect a niche, and if it starts affecting my niche, then obviously I'm gonna adapt to AI.
Uh,
So actually I'm gonna share a secret of the cold calling tactic we use. So
okay.
our first line So for the SMMA client, you know what is SMMA, right?
Not really. For
Your marketing agency. So SMMA is social media marketing agency. We have a client. That guy runs an SMMA agency. He's from the US. So we are cold calling for him, and our first line is basically. So what we do is that we generate contacts of a few businesses and we cold call them. So our first line after they pick up the call is that, are you looking for more clients? So that's our first line. So as you already know, marketing businesses help other businesses get more clients as well. So that is why the so that is why we phrase the question like that. And obviously every business is looking for more clients, so the person is gonna say yes, and after that we're gonna tell him how our client is gonna help them get more clients. So our success rate for cold calling is pretty high. So around we book around roughly two meetings out of every 50 to 60 cold call we do.
okay.
So we are currently cold calling in United Kingdom and India.
Okay. The secret you said ki you directly say they say that do you want to, what you said?
Get more clients.
Yeah.
Do you want more clients?
Do you want more clients? Like
Yeah. So the exact line is that, hey, I saw your business, and I was wondering if you were looking for more clients. So that's the exact line.
okay. So any more secrets to keep the conversation going on? Or
Well, I can't share much here because I have to keep my business running.
okay, but alright.
What I would suggest is that to just build a connection with a person instead of just trying to like lamely sell to them. Like
Yeah.
like what people do is that they lamely just spam a single message to everyone, and that's not gonna do anything even if you send like 1,000 cold DMs. You have to get creative and you have to stop copy and pasting one single message. So that's the thing I have learned about cold DMing to other people.
So do you guys study the people who you are interacting with first, and then
Yeah,
based on that you convince them to this is what
yeah,
we are here for, right?
yeah. We study their business first before out teaching.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Let's get back to the numbers. What is the total revenue till like today? Like let's say
So
from the starting, yeah, September to this today, May. Like
I'll have to actually calculate that. I haven't, but I actually received an offer to buy my business. It was of $10,000. So I think you can make the revenue that only. I mean, you can consider that as the total revenue. So that was a few months ago. So you can increase it by 25 or 50%. The
okay,
10K
so
figure.
yeah, you just give me the number, like a rough number. It would be easier for booking the people's like yeah.
Wait, let me just calculate it.
Yeah, no issue. Yeah.
I want to point out something. My sales were the lowest when the boats were going on. So we barely made like 1-2 sale when my boats were going on. So that was for 2 months.
Okay.
So that's when our revenue really fell down.
Yeah.
So
No problem.
I'm just gonna calculate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is roughly around $8,000 to $10,000 till now.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that is
So
excluding the inventory we have. So we have inventory of 70 million contacts. So I'm excluding that. I actually got those contacts from a client of mine. So he, as a goodwill, he gave me those contacts. So I can easily sell those contacts as well.
okay, so it's around, let's say $10,000 is around
Yeah.
8.5 lakhs or something around that, right?
Yeah, you can take 10 lakhs as the ballpark. So the highest we did in a single month was 1.5.
Yeah, right.
Till now, we have generated more than $200,000 in revenue for our clients. So
Yeah.
so
Oh yeah,
actually,
yeah, that's point.
you
Right.
can continue.
Yeah. So, what's the most amount of money you've made for the clients?
So the most amount of money was for the Daniel person only.
Yeah,
It was around 60. It is around 60,000. And
$60,000.
the yeah, and the second most amount of money that we helped make was it was a small business on which operated on Discord. So they sold some niche items, and we helped them make around $45,000 in revenue.
Okay. So,
So their testimonial is on the website as well.
okay. Uh, like you said, first you are around 50, and then again $40,000. So, what's the rough number? Like, what's the total rough number for this? Like, what's the total rough?
Like the average for each of our client.
No, just a total rough number that you think
Okay,
that we have
so
made.
the total rough number. So the total rough number is around $200,000. So half of that is from two clients only. So the rest make up the other half.
And what it's like how do you feel about that, like with that number in your mind?
Yeah, that disparity is a bit confusing, but it also depends on the niche of the person and how the person performs, right? So our goal is to just connect the person with the prospect, so we don't know what's happening after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's say, what is the fee you charge for your one client? You said something, you gave me a number, I forgot that.
Yeah,
Actually.
so for the trial appointment, we are currently charging roughly $40 to $80, depending upon the niche. And after the trial ends, we ask the person if they are still interested in working with us or not. And if they say yes, then we charge roughly $50 to $150 for each appointment, depending upon the niche. And we also charge a retainer. So the retainer is optional. What my client can do is that he or she can choose the retainer and lessen the price of a single appointment. So that's what they can do, and the retainer is around $50 to $150 per month.
Okay, so
The retainer is not really on the monthly basis. The retainer is more on like the amounts of appointment books. So it's more like a bonus to us. So after every 6 to 7 appointments, we take the retainer from our clients.
okay, so you gave them the surety that this amount of client you will be getting. That's the
This amount of prospects, we don't call them clients. So clients are, so you call prospects clients after they are fully qualified and after they have bought your service.
okay, okay.
So I would prefer the term prospects.
So you tell the prospect that this amount of clients you will be getting at, like, after retaining, right?
Yeah, after retaining.
Yeah. Okay. What do your parents think about this? Like, about your business and what you are doing? Yeah. Good.
So my parents don't know about the business yet. My a few of my family members do, but
Okay.
not my parents.
Okay.
I'm planning to tell them after after I start taking profits. So I will start taking profits after we have done a specific amount of revenue, and after I can pay my team members as much as they need. So that's my plan for telling them right now.
Okay. Okay. Right. How's your surrounding like in this space? There are more kids not thinking about what's the future, like what's their career would be, and how do they want to achieve their goals in this age, like 15, 16. And what is that thing that changed your perspective about this? Like, you was like this from before, or is there environment in your home or your house, or there is someone who is elder than you in the house who have achieved a lot at a young age? Like, what's the core thing that led you to do this?
So my core thought for starting all of this was to become something extraordinary. So I don't like normal. I don't like to be normal. So that's why I started this business. That was the main idea behind it. And as for what my peers want are what are you talking about my peers or
You can add any example. That's like your thing. What do you want to say about?
Okay, so as for my peers, they aren't really thinking about their future yet because they are young, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Our society doesn't teach a youngster to think about their future much, and I don't think so they should. But the ones who are thinking for their future and the ones who want to build something, I think they should start very early as they can to achieve what they want in life.
Okay. So, what's that piece of advice you would like to give this Gen Z, like us? That's it.
Okay, so yeah, so the advice I would give Gen Z is to ignore all the unnecessary stuff and focus on actually building something instead of brainlessly scrolling on reels and all. So that's the only advice that I would give. I would advise people to follow what they want to follow instead of listening to others, going into the FOMO and all.
Yeah, that's a great piece of advice. I would want to say that.